Okay, so here's the update. So I did go to the church that I haven't been to before. It was friendliness factor. I would say I would rate it maybe a 2, maybe. Um, the service um felt like rushed, if you will. Like we got through, the usual singing, responsive reading, the sermon, which wasn't very long, children's quote sermon, and it'd been maybe 40 minutes. So it felt rushed. Um, this particular denomination, I've been to a few different times, but I don't think I've ever experienced where they have younger, like maybe young teens, if you will, carry in, I believe it's a processional cross, where they carry it in prior to the service starting. That was interesting. And then after the service, they had put it outside the sanctuary, and I went up to look at the processional cross. And first thing I noticed on it, and I'm sure there's a very valid reason for it, but I noticed that there is a serpent at the very bottom of the cross, going, going up the cross. And I thought, like, why is there a serpent on it? So that really creeped me out. So needless to say, I did not stay long. But yeah, it just felt rushed and not very I mean, of course, the whole like meet and greet time, which not a huge fan of, but people were, they were pleasant. They weren't like standoffish. But when it came to like arriving, sitting down, like nobody came up to say hi. Nope. And then afterwards, one lady did, come up and she briefly chatted with me, which, I mean, that's better than nothing, but overall friendliness factor, I would still give it like a 2. Yeah. I mean, some churches you go into, even if you're, brand new, never been before, you have a sense, like, it feels like home, if you will, versus feeling awkward. Of course, I was triggered because, of course, in the sanctuary to the right side, they had a big, and I'm like almost to the ceiling tall Christmas tree, of course, decked out and everything, and that was just like cringy. Yeah, so I got through the service and got through it. I will not be back to that particular church. Definitely no. I don't know that I personally can see myself being Lutheran. Yeah, no. I think I can check that denomination off my list. But I'm gonna keep looking because it's a unique community. I want something close by, so I don't have to go Timbuktu. So we'll see what I can hunt down. Go from there. If any of you are Lutheran, I'm great you feel at home in that particular denomination, but it's personally definitely not for me. Yeah, and I know every church is different, and everyone has different atmosphere, if you will. I did notice though, there were there were younger kids there, obviously, so I was not the youngest person, but definitely I would say it is an older congregation, so to speak. So we will see. Finding something that has a good mix between young and old would be nice. Obviously, I don't want just strictly all young people because, you want seasoned believers, obviously, to help in that regard. So we shall see what transpires next week. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. Bye.